Y'all know what it is. Eagles Web Boxing, baby. Coming up now. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right, baby. We back in here. What's up now? We're gonna talk about it, man. Uh yeah, I was looking and sorry about that because I still wanna look. Shit. Get yourself over here. Yeah. I see y'all there, brother. Salute y'all, sir. Y'all, sir, up in the house, man. Y'all, sir, come up in here. Y'all should have been on, man. I'll be starting. I'm a slow starter. Yeah, I'm a slow starter, man. I don't know. I'm trying to find this article. Maybe you got. Maybe you already have it. You get Yank news over there, right? I think maybe you have Yank news. So I don't know. I'm trying to find it, man. I am stubborn. I ain't quitting because I guess Biden. Okay, let me do it this way then. Yeah, I'm just searching, man. I guess Biden signed something, man. Okay, here we go. Uh, G7 and then they said he signed something. I'm just trying to figure out because it flashed on the screen and then I couldn't go back and find it. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I'm sorry that we got a forgetful president, but they set him up like that. They did that on purpose anyway. So yeah, they always do stuff on purpose. People think they voted. Oh, I voted him. Let me see. Signs. Okay, let me try to see. Oh, it's a gun safety bill. Nah, that couldn't have been it. He signed some other crazy. He signed something else too. Gun safety bill. Maybe that's what it was. Safety bill, but none of this stuff matters, man, because you can't sign nothing for it. People gonna get guns. Yeah, sir said Yank news is all over the place. You can't avoid it. He's laughing out loud. Yeah, what's the idiot done now? Yeah, I don't even care. You know what? I'm not so patriotic where I care if you call our presidents and stuff like that idiots because we get to call them idiots. Shit, I'm an idiot. I'm I'm stupid to a point, but I'm not the stupidest, sir. I'm not the most stupid, so at least I know. I have a solution to that. I know where to go get the truth at. So that's why it's hard for me to read everything, man. Because you find out even when you talk about stuff like biblical things, when you talk about the Bible, then you find out that they kept 54 books out of the Bible. It may be more than that. 54 books is not nothing to scoff at. 54 books is like a whole nother Bible. So in other words, you're giving me half the story, and then how much of that can I really, trust in? It's so many different stories, man. It's like, yeah, because I'm just saying, because I hear about this, like the Lilith, was the first one that was with Adam and stuff like that. And I hear different things that, because man came into existence, which makes it kind of makes sense though. Um, just like hyenas, hyenas are alive, and the female hyena has male genitalia. Hmm. But she can't impregnate herself though, and that's crazy because if a man had both, it would make sense that a man could actually have a baby. But that's neither here nor there. But it makes sense that way. But to have the phallus too, I didn't get that part because you wouldn't need both. You wouldn't need actually, both to impregnate yourself if that was true. So I don't, I have to do more research. Well, I have to go to the real source, and if he wants me to know, then he'll let me know. Because me just reading, anytime I read something, I'm like, well, somebody wrote this, So it depends on how much, how much credit you give the author. He said the dude we got in power now, Boris, is a dumber, dumber and shittier version than Trump, with a effed up hairdo to go with it. Oh, yeah. That's what happens, brother. We get them. They set us up, man. And plus all of these, I don't know, people that's in politics, all of them, they all together, man. They all family and shit. A lot of people don't know that. They all family. All of our presidents, I think it's only one president, and I'm not quite sure who it was. I don't know if it was Harrison or Thurman or something, or Truman or something. It's only one. I think it was earlier, one of our mid presidents, like in maybe the 1800s, that weren't all related. Because Barack Obama, all of them are related. Trump, all of them, they all cousins, man. They're all the same bloodline with Princess Di and all that. All of them, they're all related, man. And people can't wake up. It's like, you guys are all related. Now that they have that information, so I'm gonna ask you a simple question, y'all. So since you're responding to me right now, I ask you a simple question. So if all the presidents are related, what's the best way to keep another related president out of the office? I'm not saying you can do it. But theoretically, if you could do it, what's the best way to keep them out? I just want to see where you're at. I'll wait for the answer, brother, because you here. You didn't happen to email Derek Bailey, did you? Did you happen to email him and find out what happened? See, I got to put my Crow page up for myself too, brother. I don't know if you missed any of the fights, but how did Egg get a damn decision, man? That's your second question. How did he get a decision, man? A unanimous decision, right? How did he take somebody's unbeaten record and get a unanimous decision, man? Because I know they fought over there. You probably saw it. You probably was rooting for him. Yep. But I wouldn't go with him. I didn't go with him. So it's like, I'm like, man, we're always watching him get beat up. So it's like, I had a couple like wrong. Of course I had Macascale. I had Macascale. Of course, Eggington. I didn't have him. Yeah. Rios went out there and waited to the last round to get his ass knocked out. Rodriguez messed around. He got him a TKO. I thought that's good though, because like I said, that was going to be a proving ground for Rodriguez right there, fighting Rungvisai. If I said last week, I said that's going to be, it's going to be a hit or miss fight that you got to more or less win this fight. You know what I mean? No losing on that one. Yeah, let me see. He said right now, I think it's impossible. They are too entrenched into the system. Yeah, but okay, but my point, this is what I was thinking. Here's my thought process is just to research them before, while they're running, you know, while they're running, and then publicize it. Let everybody know, hey, this is the president's another family member getting in there. Yep. Because you can research, because they give us so many tools that we can research them now. Yeah. Yeah, sir. I didn't watch the fight. I was busy. I caught Adam Azim and Sand Eggington fight. That's what I said. Eggington. I said egg. How did he get the damn W? That's what how did he get the W, man? I'm all mad. I'm not really eating no, I ain't really eating no crow over his ass. Yeah, that was impressive, man. Hurt his left. It was fighting with one hand most of the fight, and he closed the show. Yeah. Closed the show out. And I suppose you're talking about um you talking about Rodriguez? Yeah. I got my Notorious shirt on today. Got my album. Not the Notorious album, yeah. So before Conor McGregor stole that used to belong to Biggie Smalls. And before Biggie Smalls stole his name, it belonged to a character on, I think it wasn't Uptown Saturday Night. It was an old movie. I forget. It was a fight. It was a trick movie. It was about these two about a fighter that they would hypnotize him to make him win. And so a lot of characters was taken out of that. A lot of characters are taken. Music is taken from the past, I, and what makes me think that people are robots now is because people just don't have their imagination when it comes to rhythm, music, and lyrics is just non-existing. I write poetry and stuff, and it's so easy. It's like it's nothing. I'm like, how these people can't write? I mean, they can't write. I mean, I can go get my drum right now, and I can just make up a song on my drum. I can just make something up. I'll see you out there, brother. Sorry, flames up in here, man. Yeah, yeah. Y'all sir said it won't work. He said the media will make you look like a tenfold specialist, and afterwards come out with a little sideline story to redact it a few months later quietly. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. But my brother Sir Flame up in there though. Yeah, you know what? That's true though. Let me ask Sir Flame. So it's all the politicians, more or less, like the presidents and stuff like that, people in politics, they're all, and even in government, they're all related. And so my question was, I was asking y'all, sir, what could we do to stop that? If you believed in the voting process, what could you actually do? What could you do to keep another relative from getting into the White House? What would be your solution? Y'all, sir, said that they'll just, more or less, they'll try to make you look stupid. If you put out the information like, oh, this is such and such, like this is President Clinton's, this is his nephew or whatever, you know, and that they would make you look stupid, and then later on after they get the dub, then they'll come back and say, oh yeah, you was right, but it's too late, because they're in there. And I'm saying just go ahead and put the information out there anyway. Let more than one person put the information out there that, hey, we don't want nobody in your family back in there again. There's only certain families that America actually wanted to be into the White House for some reason, and something happened. And way back in the, I don't know if it was 70s or 60s. It may have been 60s, right? The Kennedys. I know when Kennedy got killed, I know everybody wanted his brother to make it, Then his brother got killed. And then I think his other brother got killed on some bullshit, on some kind of skiing accident or something. Surfline say discredit everything they stand for. Hell yeah. Just tell you got to be ruthless, man. And see, one thing over here, y'all said we still got a little bit of freedom of speech, so we can say a few things. I mean, the clubs might swing at one point though, but at what point do you not, or what point do you go ahead and take the club? I don't know. For me, if I feel like it's something righteous, I'll go. I'll take the beat down, or the killing, or whatever I got to take. You know, there's certain things I just won't do. You know, and you guys know some of the stuff I told you already. I said no matter how much, I wouldn't even take the money for it. People say you crazy, man, that much money. I said no. Even for simple stuff, I wouldn't take all that money. I mean, I'm talking about for something that's real. But people would think it's simple. Say now, man, that's an easy billion. You're not gonna take the billion? No, no, I just wouldn't do it because I've heard outside of this, outside of people that can talk to me, I've heard, you know, not certain stuff not to do. So, yeah, but that's a good point though. Anyway, let me get these rules off because somebody didn't hear the last time, and they had to get smashed up. So hopefully we won't have that problem. This is Monday, man. Eagles way of boxing, man. Eagles way of boxing. When you want the truth, when you want the real, and not some deal. And say that if you want the truth, and that's the facts, Roof. That's it. But Surflane said salute to Eagles Web. He said salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said jab that like button on your neck. He said don't get neck. And Eagles Web boxing got the fire up good with that 100 with the glove, man. And of course, Warriors got to have them things, man. That's my favorite. Is those things, man. We call them things. There's a thing, and then there's things. If you're looking back at me, you'll see a lot of things back there. I got things. Well, you got to come in here. You got to come in here strong because I got things just right here. I told people I got things, and I got it. I have an actual, you know, and not for YouTube to try to get me in trouble. I say I have a killer. Now he's not alive, but he can come alive. I got an actual killer in here. I'm not glorifying my killer, but I'm saying I got an actual killer in here. He's ancient. All he knows. All I can hope, because I think he's Comanche. All I can hope is that he came that any of his killing, that it was all, you know, righteous killing. That's the only thing I can hope for. I hope he just wasn't like a slayer, like he just taking things out. He just taking stuff out. Like what? He just taking everything out. You know what I mean? I hope he don't do that, man. He might have a spirit on himself. He come to life and I'm in my bed or something. I see him up over me. I ain't nothing I can do. I'm like, what? Really? I'll just tell him. I'm like, killer, this is where I gotta go. I was like, damn, killer. I just had to tell him. I said, killer, this is it. I said, Eagle gone. I just started shaking my head. Like, I guess Eagle gone. Killer went back to his old ways. I might talk to him though. Like, what if I give you to somebody else? Me and you, will we be straight then? So I put his ass in a bag. I'll take him somewhere else. Or should I might trick him. Who knows? I might put him in a bag and drop his ass off in the water somewhere. He'll find his way out though. Because people always be digging. You know, people be going in caves and in the ocean and the rivers and shit. They always exploring shit. You know what I mean? Like, stop looking for shit. You don't belong there. Like, man does not belong at the bottom of the ocean. There's stuff in there, man. There's big stuff in there. There's stuff in there that would swallow your ass up, that would take over a ship. It's just not time, see? Believe it or not, believe as you wish or as you will, there's things that have disappeared, supposedly, and all of them might not have been disappeared, on this earth. And they're gone for a certain reason, like the super giant trees and stuff like that, and the creatures They're gone for a reason, man. If they're actually gone, I'm not 100%, because the one thing we do have giant cave systems, and we do have valleys and stuff that people just don't venture into. There's areas where man just don't go to. He'll fly over a little bit, but it's stuff that we don't venture into. In certain mountains, you guys don't live too far from none of it, because if you're in the States, you don't live too far from it. There's certain mountains that you just don't go venturing in, especially when they give you the story. They tell you, oh yeah, 10 people went in there, or 10 men went in there. They never tell you about them coming out. So that's enough. That's enough for me right there. I'm like, okay, they went in there. All right, how they doing? They come back? No. All right, how long ago it's been? Oh, that's within a couple years, you know. Before there was 15 that went in. I'm not good. Do you need to go in? No, I don't need to go in there. That's like if you got a door, somebody got a door open in their house or something, and they leave their door wide open, and you see people, there's strange people going. He says, yeah, somebody went in there. I guess they was looking around. When they come out, they ain't come out. 20 people ran in, ain't nobody come out, and you see that wide open door. You going in? Let me go. I'm gonna tell you, there's people that go in there because guess what? The 25 people I told you and the 20 people I told you about went in. So these people that like to explore stuff, they exist. But you have to have the proper equipment, because you don't really belong underneath the ocean. But if you got if you have the proper equipment, then go ahead. But don't be taking your ass down there just because man made some shit and said, oh yeah, it's safe, you can go down there. Because man don't know shit about this earth. Be taking his ass down and trying to go off in space. Man don't have that kind of knowledge to be going off in space, so-called space, and going underneath the ground and all this. You don't have it. It wasn't given to you. What was given to you is, I mean, you could make boats and shit like that. That was given to you. And of course, walking around the land, riding horses, whatever we're doing now around here, that was meant for you to do. But all the extra shit, leave that shit alone. But Sir Flame says, salute it. Y'all, sir, right back at Sir Flame. He got the hands up good. Y'all, Sir Hussein says somehow they all related to the royal family of Europe as well. Look into it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So all the presidents and stuff is all related to each other, and they're related to the royal family over there. So there's the connection right there. You got the crown and jewels over there, and you got the military over here, and you got the corruption over in both. But I still like what Sir Flame. Sir Flame said, discredit them motherfuckers. Fuck them. Well, make one think, where do all these royal bloodlines come from? I'll tell you, George Bush, is from what I hear, is actually related to Vlad the Impaler. So that means somehow they all must be related to him. And you know, he was a straight up murderer right there, because he inspired what we call Dracula. He inspired them. Vlad the Impaler, yeah. That's smart. He used to set like a rod, wooden rods. He used to have them sharpened and have people like sat down on them. He had got so good at it. They had gotten so good at impaling people to where they can impale you to where the rod that went up through your body, they had got to the point where they can impale you, and they would miss all the vital organs. So you would sit there, you could actually live a week, not being able to move or nothing, just in pain. You could actually live like a week before you finally leaked out enough blood, or poison set in, or your body just gave up. God dang. I think there would be a punishment, if I'm not mistaken, there was a punishment if you impaled somebody wrong and they died like too quick, then you would be in trouble. What kind? That's some dirty shit. But I like that right there, what you said though. It makes a lot of sense. It does make you wonder what the hell. But yeah, to be related to somebody like that, I wouldn't even be happy to tell somebody, oh yeah, Vlad the Impaler, that was like my 10th generation cousin, or 20th generation cousin on my daddy's side. God. Y'all sir said, Some say it was the pharaohs that made their way up to Europe when that shit was getting bad for them in Egypt, and set up shop all over Europe. Now here's my thoughts on that. You right, Sir Flame. I see you said them things. Yeah, you damn right, Sir Flame. Them things. So here's my thoughts on that right there. Is that first of all, the Egyptians were not. They were people of color. That's the term that they use now. They were people of color, so that couldn't happen. I think what they took, the reason they honor Egypt so much, of course, the takeover. Eventually, they did take over a lot of Egypt, but I think they honored them because they knew that they could portray and show everything related to Egypt to make themselves look higher, make them seem like, oh yeah, we just like to say like we're just like them. A lot of people are under a whole lot of misunderstanding to know that that there's over 1,000 pyramids over in the Americas, over 1,000. In total Africa, there's less than 400. And they are in China. They're in other places. They're over there. I don't know if England had any, but over Europe there's some. But here's my question to a lot of them that they don't even understand, is that those are the ones that's on top of the ground. I said, what about the ones that's underneath the ground? Because at one time the ground did shake and drop. And some of that heavier stuff dropped down. So what about those? They'll find out and they'll pull them up. The most mystical place that you probably can go, and I know everybody thinks about tropical things, Hawaii and all that stuff, but it will actually be the North Pole. It's just a harsh ass environment. But if you could go there and know you could survive, that'd be a great place to explore, especially when it during the time where it's actually more of a summer up there. If you can explore it, if you want to dig and explore underneath the ice there, you'll see some things that you just won't. It's gonna boggle the mind. And don't let yourself pull up something like if you ever pulled up like a palm tree or something, you'll freak out. Like, how is that possible? You wouldn't know. Your brain wouldn't know how to register that. But my things say I'm not going to catacomb either. Hey, you know what, Sir Flame? I appreciate y'all, man. I really do, man. Because a lot of people, they so scary. I'm glad I don't really mess with my guys that come in here, they ain't all scared out. Everyone's scared. Oh, politics or this, that. Or you gonna get shit. Man, please. I don't care. Don't you know that this small channel here, don't you know that they stopped me from broadcasting on basis, and it's not on the basis of what I actually say. It's on the basis of what I read in my comments. Now, how could me reading stuff in my comments get me shut down in certain countries? What the F? I'm asking my people certain questions, and they come back with an answer, but you're gonna punish me for it. Oh no, we can't have that, Eagle. No, we can't have that. What you mean you can't have that? It's questions. This is still a forum. No, y'all got to stick on straight on boxing. Don't talk about nothing else. We're going to learn you to do the wrong thing up in there, Eagle. We told you in Surf Flame before. We know all about the Surf Flame. Don't get it twisted. We know all about him. Isn't that y'all, Sir Fella? Our English boys will handle him. No, we just do critical thinking sometimes. We just got to talk. Shit, nobody want nobody to talk. You can't talk about nothing. Another thing, y'all, sir, if you travel around Um, anywhere around, you go like around France, Luxembourg, Germany, and all like those places there. You see some of the old, where they had the old towns and stuff like that, the old cities. Rome. Besides Rome, people think this Rome. When people look at ruins, they look at Rome, but Rome doesn't have the best kept ruins. Stuff that's been here for a long, long time, and this can't be explained. Like you go to Cologne, Germany, Koln. Go to Cologne, and there's plenty of things there that's old. You go to the old basilica and stuff. Like you go to Trier, and stuff, and you like, wait a minute, all this stuff is just, it's still sitting here. A lot of it's smaller, but it's still sitting there. You know what I mean? And then you go to play. What else? You go to Prussia, not Russia. You go to Prussia, and look how all this stuff is preserved, man. It looks like it's like if you cleared out everything, that all that stuff would still be active. Like it'd be active. You know what I mean? Yeah, sir said Sir Flame 100. He said leave that shit to crazy white people. You know what? Sometimes we got to be crazy too, brother. Sometimes we ain't crazy enough. That's our problem. We don't get crazy enough. Sometimes we got to get crazy. Like, hey, we gonna get crazy too, man. What point do you get tired of something? You're gonna live your existence and then you're out of here. Then what point do you get crazy too, or you have your family get crazy? At what point do you get crazy? At what point do you say, you guys got to pass this on? What secrets are you gonna leave? Are you gonna just hold everything hush hush and not share anything? Just like they try to pretend like you didn't get anything shared in your family, like everybody comes from one spot. It's like scientists keep trying to prove that and stuff. Anything that deals with science, if it's not chemistry, then I don't even listen to it. Because the worst is not the rest of science is not science. It's experimentation, and even chemistry can be experimentation. But chemistry is a true science because chemistry is actually dealing with the biology also. It's dealing with the certain mixing certain elements and stuff like that. Look at y'all, sir, in tears. Uh, let me see what he got. Yeah, that's right. Sir Flame said facts. Yeah, Sir Hussein. Yep. He said Sir Flame 100. He said leave that shit alone. And then down at the bottom, y'all sir said Transylvania, or what is known as Romania now. Yeah, some of the all those townships and stuff with like the old names. Now they had names for a reason. See, why do people usually change names? So here we go. Let's take another layer back. Then we can talk about my crow that I had to eat on this damn boxing. Eggington, that little bastard, went and got the dub. And knowing I wasn't going nothing because we did a whole special on Eggington because he was talking a whole lot of shit before he got beat up over here. I said, look at, I had all the pictures, but remember I lost um, my stream yards. Something happened to it. It got messed up a couple times, and so we lost a whole lot of our content screens and stuff like that. Yeah. Y'all silly though. But yeah, but when do you pass stuff down? Because a lot of times when you pass stuff down, that's the only way it's gonna get anywhere. It's not in the book. That's the best way we used to practice stuff. We used to pass it down like that. If you repeat it enough, see, because a lot of times we don't retain like we're supposed to, but if you repeat it enough, I mean, they get it. You're gonna get it if you repeat it enough. But like I said, only for me, it's just chemistry. And that's to a certain degree too. But when it comes to all this scientific now, don't try to explain to me. Okay, but y'all didn't answer the question, so let me tell you what it is. Or should I give you a couple of more seconds? What was the question, Eagle? I said, why do people, and there's more than, like I said, there's more than one reason. But what would be the biggest reason for you to change the name, like say for instance, of a city? And don't give me the shit that you honoring somebody. No, that's a cop out. Don't do that one. Please don't do that. Or do I have to change the question? Like, besides honoring somebody, why would you change the name of your city? You're living in the city. Why would you change the name of it if it's not honoring? And we'll talk about that one day too, because the honor, just because you honor somebody, that don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean that that person was actually, great for the environment. Just because you honor somebody don't mean, Sir Flame, they was great for the environment. They might not have been good for the environment in the first place. Man, that Wizard of Oz is a great movie, man. Smoke and mirrors, brother. Smoke and mirrors. Does that start sounding more like, what we go through sometimes? Smoke and mirrors? Man, deception is, I'm telling you right now, man, maybe nobody else said it like this, but deception is the biggest game played on this earth. Trust. When I say that, Sir Flame, trust. The deception is the biggest game played on this earth. And if not, prove to me what is the biggest game played on this earth. If I'm wrong, prove to me. Not, you don't have to do a science, you don't have to do statistics and show me any kind of graphs. Just give me a couple of examples of what practice, a game, is bigger than deception. We even did that in here, right? What is it, y'all, sir? The devil's deception in the desert in December. We got 4 D's out of it. We covered all 4 directions. All 4 directions are covered with deception. And believe me, no matter what somebody tells you, there's only 4 directions. But they're not what people say they are. There's 4 directions, and then there's one spot that all directions can come to. You're not going to understand it. You may not, and you might understand it. And that direction, they call it north. They call it north. You can reach north from all directions. All directions that you travel, you can reach north. And from the north, you can go to all the directions. But that it doesn't sound right. That's because that name has been changed. It should have been, if you wanted to specify it properly, you would have said center. So the center is just like if you take a table, then it could be square or it could be rectangle, and you mark off the center, and you go off in all directions. You can see that from that center you can hit all directions. You see what I mean? Now, I'm not saying you can't go at an angle. That's not what I was talking about. At an angle, yeah, well, I can go from south, I can go east at this angle. It's an angle, though. I'm talking about just straight out. From the center is the only place you can go straight out to. And the center is the only place you can go straight to. Without being at an angle. Even if you took all the directions together, you collapse them one, like 2 directions this way and 2 directions this way. And you're right there in the center. These 2 clash. If they're going the same distance and they come in the same speed, boom, these clash, and then these clash. You're right there in the center. That might have went over somebody's head right there, though. It's not even something. It's just something. Sometimes you gotta figure stuff out for yourself. Another thing you got to figure out is why they have so many maps in the first place. Maps that look different. If you look at the UN flag, the UN map, why does it look so much different than the one that they call a globular map? Why is it so much difference? In class, this is just a little bit of education. This is nothing that you have to know, like But it's good to explore your own, for yourself to explore it, to find out. Say, wait a minute, that is kind of true. Why is this looking like this? Hmm. You can accept it or not. Because thousands of different maps. How come you live the same place? Let me ask you a simple question. If you have people that were masters at making blueprints, right? Because the ones that make maps are what, cartographers, right? Those are the professionals. I'm a cartographer. I make the maps. I go out and I do the triangulation and do the we do all the terrain and stuff like that, and we draw it up. I got my artists over here. So a lot of times cartographers were artists too. They were artists. I said artists. Let that go. Hey, the artist just says, man. Yeah, so just think about that. A blueprinter, master blueprinter, makes a blueprint of your house. And believe me, they're all the same. You get 10 different results. So what do you think? What is going to be the biggest difference? When you look at the differences, if there's any differences, are they going to be minute differences or are they going to be huge differences? And let's say you just live in a simple house where you didn't have to be a blueprint architect, somebody who's in architecture, where a kid can look at it and just, oh, okay, and just draw it. You see what I mean? And that goes for anything. Like if you took an artist, you took a bunch of artists, you have them paint a building. They're all painting a picture of a building. For the most part, or more than likely, you're going to be able to tell which building that is when you look at it. Like, oh, that's that building. Okay, I see it. Oh, yeah. There's not going to be a bunch of differences in it. But why is the whole thing with the globe and map, why is it always so different? Why is Europe made so much bigger than Africa when Africa's way bigger than Europe? And actually, that's just one piece of land anyway. We still live on one piece of land. Besides islands in Australia, we live on one piece of land. And I'm still, just because, I was listening to what somebody had said at one point, I still feel that Australia is a laboratory. It was a laboratory. It was when ideas go wrong. That was Australia. Yeah, when ideas go wrong. It's just like, shit. Look at the animals, man. The animals shouldn't exist like that. Man, come on, think about it, man. Even, and what is it? In Tasmania, where they got that Tassie devil, he's too little to be that vicious, man. He's the size of a rabbit and can probably kill damn near everything over in Australia. A little killer, man. A little ball of fur. That's a killer. Oh, look at my team. My team left me. So okay, so we go back into what fight stood out to you guys the most over the weekend? What fight situation? You got Tanaka fighting Wednesday. You got Tanaka coming up. So which fight, man? Y'all give me something. Give me something. And don't ask me about Opataya. Because I don't know about Opataya. I just know he's undefeated. He was. He's fighting Brightest. And Brightest is only one loss. And we got Pulev and Chisora coming up. Yeah, Chisora that lost so many fights. But he hanging in there. He just said, oh, that's what I do, man. I fight. Is he ever going to have stamina enough to do something? He may. But back to the question. Which fight stood out to y'all, man? Rodriguez, Rumbleside, did that stand out? That was a nice little, we got the TKO. The Butler he wouldn't got the unanimous decision. You know that's my team. I'm Team South Africa for a while until they get up there too high where I know they're gonna get stopped. Ahmed and Rios. Damn Rios, you embarrass us, man. Eggington and Zeiss, Micah Skill. So she's still on. She's still on her. She's still doing her thing. Not American. Now shit. Yeah, she stopped at a bar. I didn't. That was. I didn't know. I didn't think it was gonna be a stoppage or whatever. These Mexicans is tough. And then Ford went and got that unanimous decision against Medina. So two Americans, but Ford when got his unanimous decision, he said, "Forget this shit." He said, "Somebody." He said, "Yo, somebody's old got to go." Oh wow, somebody's old got to go. Yeah, he wouldn't got that. He said, "Forget that. Somebody's old." Yeah. So Rung Vasai, I'm gonna say that you probably just going to hang those up. No responses, man. So y'all gonna make Eagle? Don't make me go ahead and play some music, man. Y'all better say something to Eagle, man. Y'all got? What happened, man? They kicked y'all out. Put up a one, man. If y'all can still hear me, man. Did they kill my stream? What's going on? Man, I don't trust these people, man. They killed my stream, man. Killed my stream, and then took Sir Flame. They then took Yasser. And I don't know where D to the Bailey's been. Yeah, I was gonna bring something up about that too. That all means. Yeah, we'll talk about it. As long as I can keep it in my mind, man. We always got more stuff. Like always got more grown folk stuff. Okay, yeah, sir, say here. Well, which one of them fights stood out for you, brother? Not MMA, but which one of the fights? Okay. Because I know you'll bring up MMA quick. You'll be like, MMA fights was good. I know y'all, sir, when he don't like the fight card or the fight card didn't do that much to him, do that much for him, he'll bring up MMA quick. Oh, yeah, you see the MMA fights? Yeah. I'm going to go with, I appreciate that Michael Skill can come in and get that stoppage on the up and coming. You know what I mean? Somebody who's like undefeated, even though, I don't really I don't cover the females like that, but shit, they had about the same amount of fights. She said, forget that. Come up and stop. Stop your ass. I guess I'm going to have to go back and watch some of these lighter fighters and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm kind of, for boxing, sometimes the small guys are the ones that bring it home, though. A lot of times, I'm sorry, man. It seems like I don't give the small guys a chance, but I do. But it's because it's like, small guys is something else, man. I went, here he is out there again. I haven't played, I'm going to say it's been at least 4 years, maybe. I'm going to say 4. Like 4 years. It's been like 3-4 years since I played basketball. So now I'm out there yesterday. And the worst thing you can do, you just making a comeback, is play street ball. So I'm out there playing street ball. And, I'm getting pretty much beat up. I'm probably pretty sore right now. I'm probably out there getting pretty much beat up. I was just holding my own, though. I was getting some rebounds. I wasn't making too much. I didn't make too many shots, but I was getting rebounds and stuff and playing D. I was playing good D. But here's the mentality of people here, y'all, sir. That they didn't grow up like Sir Flame he grew up a certain way, right? I grew up a certain way. And, we give people respect, like, especially like anytime you was playing sports, the way we play sports with older people. is you look at them. We always looked at them with respect. Oh yeah, they've been there, done that. They know the ins and out of this game. I should be learning from them. But now the youngsters, uh, because they was watching and one mixtapes at 4 years old, they feel they know everything about basketball that there is, man, and a lot of times they don't get it. They're kind of wild. So this guy, I mean, even though they're calling way too many fouls, so my my homeboy fouled this guy, and so this guy goes back to explain to him how he fouled him. But instead of showing the respect that you show somebody, by this and just leave it like that, he actually did a physical demonstration on my friend, who is a grown ass man. And my friend, like pushed him off like real hard, like, what the fuck is you doing, man? Like he just threw him off him real quick and took his shirt off, and they was about ready to go, man. I had to calm him down. I said, man, no. I said, wait, hold up, man. I said, he's young. I said, youngster, they don't know. They not raised they're not raised like that no more. They don't have the same, they're not raised up the same way as they used to be. And so they don't have that kind of respect and stuff, So he finally calmed down and stuff. But he called the dude all kinds of names though. He was heated. I've never seen he's not even big. He's a little dude. And that dude was actually big. That he was about to knock out. Yeah, he's a little dude, man. He's from Ethiopia, man, but he's a little cat, man. But he said, yeah, I'm from the country, man. I'm from Africa, man. He proud of his heritage. He's like, yeah. I grew up with AK-47s in my face. Yeah, ain't no joke. Because he just told me the other day, man, that some dude was messing with him. Some Mexican dude was messing with him one day, and this is a bigger dude, and he was talking shit to him. He said shit. He hit him with the he hit him with the 1HQ. He hit him with the 1HQ, and that was it. And then left him there. He said he saw him like about a few weeks later, that the dude recognized him and stuff and apologized. I'm like, yeah, sometimes that's what it has to happen. But these people, they just get crazy, man. They just like, but I told him, I said, these youngsters, I said, they're not raised the same way that you was, man. That's why they do stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? That's why they do all the dumb shit. It's because they're not raised the same way that you was raised. So, of course, they're going to do dumb shit. So, I told him to just let it go. I see him later on. I was with him and shit. He still was going off. He said, bam, go. He said, just doing a few things and listening in. Okay. He said Rios got out of the way by a fighter with one hand in the final round. Yeah. Not the one-handed bandit. He said the one-handed bandit put him out. The one-handed bandit put you away. Ahmed Dalif put your ass away with one hand at the final bell. That's impressive, brother. When you get your ass knocked the F out by the one-handed bandit. Okay, y'all said credit too at Trey X. He been putting me on to these lower weight divisions, fights that I have normally never would have watched, and they are actually very good. Yeah, I just the reason I don't do very many of them. It's not I love those guys, but the reason I don't do very many of them is because it's just so many divisions to cover, man. It's actually an art form. It's actually a study, man. If you want to try to figure out who does, who's gonna do the best. Like I said, I was trying to, think in my process of putting Nova up there a little bit. Like, okay, Nova doing this thing, and then he gets his ass knocked out. I'm like, oh wow, that's it. Here we go. Don't trust in the O. Somebody's O must go. And a lot of times, let me take me a couple of bites out of this. We're going to put this up for me, brother. Let me take a couple of bites out of this. Because A came and got that W. Yeah, so let me go ahead and, let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny. Since I don't really care about him, I guess I'm gonna have the grilled crow at the in the bottom left. I guess I'll have the crow right there. Okay, at least I got the char marks on it. I think I'm gonna have that. That's a good enough meal. And that's about it on my crow lunch for the day. It wasn't a big crow credit. I usually don't even give crow credit on something like that. I don't know. I just was against him because we had to do a whole thing on his ass up in here when he got beat up. Let me see. I think we lost it though. We lost it because I had all these resets I had to do because of this program. Yeah. I think we even had him on exhibition fighters or something. Yeah, I think we had his ass on exhibition fighters. I'll go through it. I'll go through the whole thing and find out what it is. Yeah, the output is crazy in them tiny ass baby weights. Yeah, they be throwing them paws, man. Like I told my guy, he's little like that. The dude I just told you about, he's about to throw hands at some young kid. I'm saying he's probably old enough to take hands, maybe 18, but you know that those kids, they got to realize they don't do the same thing. See, over here, I'm on the West Coast. In West Coast, I told those guys, I said they don't, even basketball, I said they don't play like y'all playing no more. They play up to like 9 and 7 and 9. They don't play up to like 12 and 15. They don't play like that in the Midwest and over on the East Coast, man. They make your ass got to D up. They like to play long games up here. They like to play up to 12 and shit. Sometimes that take forever to get there. Yeah, but if I'm gonna start playing, I gotta start shoot. I don't even know if I want to, man. That should be killing my back, man. I don't know. I know my friends gonna want me to play like a couple times a week, so that's maybe I gotta get in better condition for that. I may play once a week. I'm supposed to be on the sideline just playing music and listening. Oh shit! Here come our trash, the trash guy. Sorry about that, y'all, because he usually when he come through, he's been quiet all this time, all these years, man. But he came through one week. He was loud. He was making so much noise. I don't think he might not be mad. He might. Then again, he might be. But I don't think it was that much trash out there for him to get mad. Oh, mad and shit. It's automatic. It ain't like he got to pick much stuff up. Yes, he spells it himself. Yeah, but you're right. Those little divisions, man, they be throwing them hands. Yeah, man, it's throwing hundreds of punches for fun. Yep, just throwing. Yeah, they throwing them things. Yeah. Let me see if he even. Let me see if he even contacted me today. He might have contacted me. He's silly, man. He had me out there dying, man. I was laughing at the same time. I was trying to break up the fight, trying to keep him from knocking this guy out. I was out there cracking up. I was like, yeah. I said, you youngsters. I tried to explain to him. I said, y'all got to learn, man. Y'all can't just come out here and just do what y'all want to with people that been here before you. You can't just do that shit, man. And y'all got to be careful. Mess around and get in some trouble. Nah, he didn't. No, I left him the last message. Because he's acting like I forget shit. I'm like, man, I don't forget stuff like that. Because everybody know, you guys already know, even if I don't remember the exact date or nothing like that. I always remember, like, if we cover certain stuff in shows, and I say, yeah, I said we covered this in the show a long time ago. I always make sure that somebody's in here that knows that. And I don't necessarily make sure. I just always ask you guys. I say, you guys remember when we covered this? You're like, yep. Just like, for instance, you guys will never forget, like, when I did the devil's deception in the desert in December. You guys ain't gonna forget that. But one thing I did forget, because I did have a new saying. I'll think of it. I might not think of it during the show, but I came up with another saying too. I'm like, oh shit, that one fits. It fits into the show. We always got something new that fits into the show, man. I'm about to do that, man. Like when I get enough of y'all in here, I just got you. Let me, if you're not away from, if you're at the computer, put up a one. If anybody's at the computer right now, put up a one. Because I want to do an Eagles Web test right now. Yeah. I want to do an Eagles Web test right now. So if anybody's up at the computer, just put up a one. Or if you, not necessarily computer, if you guys are if you guys are at the phone, put up a one. And this is a test right here. This is gonna be cool. And I just wanted to say this too, though. For a heavyweight fight, I'm not sure if this was the most punches ever thrown, but I probably close. And I can't forget the other guy's name. I think it was an African gentleman versus Tua, and they was throwing all kinds. They was throwing Paul. They was throwing some hands up there. All right, brothers. Oh, you on the phone? Oh, you on the phone? Okay, so yeah. So if you can write it on the phone. So in Eagles Way of Boxing, put down as many sayings as you know that comes out of Eagles Way of Boxing. The things that we say in here that they're not gonna say in other chats, but we know what it means in here. His ass and came back. He came back for more. Damn, now I'm all stuck because I can't remember. Because I was trying to think, I was bringing something new. I'm like, yeah, this is a new one. This is a working Eagles Way. I was cracking up, but now I can't even remember it. But it sometimes it slips. It just come right back, especially if it's something new, because we haven't repeated it. So hopefully I'll get it. I'm laughing at my own self now because shit, I should have it. I think it has something to do with somebody, like one of the last fights. Let me go. If I look back over these fights, maybe I can find it. Maybe it'll come to me. Yeah, but we damn sure need Canelo. June 27th, boxing scene. It's talking about Canelo Triple G. I don't even want to care about that one. And Yard is facing a better BF. Yeah, gotta listen to Garcia talking about. He's saying that Joshua has plenty of advantage over Usyk. Needs to have positive mindset. No, you need to have skill set, not mindset. What the hell, Garcia? That's why you retired. Ryan Garcia to Javante Davis. I will whoop your ass. Put you to sleep. Well, let's see. That's all we want to do. We just want to see it. That's what we do in Eagles Way. Let's see it. I don't want to hear about all that talking. Let me see, so I can be. I gotta sit there. I gotta be the witness. Okay, that's what you're doing. That's what we gotta do. Like, okay, that's what you're doing. I don't want to see nothing that you're not doing. Solomon wants rival mandatories to box off to face unified champions. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. That's another one. What do you think about that one? Do what you're doing right now. But yeah, Solomon, he's talking about he wants the rival mandatories to face top box off. He wants them to face unified champions. Hmm. I don't understand. It's kind of to make sense and not make sense. Because I don't know what he means by rival mandatories. Or does he want the mandatories to box off first and then fight the unified champion? Yeah, Fury said, I tried to make the Joshua fight 6 times. He's a diva who doesn't want to fight. Okay, well, who you going to fight? You got to fight somebody. Because you put White away with some long distance punch. Don't ask me how White got put away by Fury with a long distance punch. And you write what you're writing, brother. Eduardo Ramirez, he's saying that Isaac Cruz won't outbox me, can't KO me. He has no way to win. So Ramirez is about that action, and we're going to see Hearn. He said Bam Rodriguez can unify any division from 108 to 115. But then again, that's Hearn talking again, and we don't know if we can listen to Hearn. And I'm just reading this out while my brother's writing down some things. Hopefully he's writing it down. Hearn again. Golovkin says he probably won't fight Canelo for 4th time if he wins. He said it's too expensive. Yeah, because they already had, what they had, 2 or they had 3? They only had 2 fights, right? Yeah. Well, if he thinks it's too expensive, don't fight him. Oh, he said brittle chin. That's all he came up with. No. The BCD, I got that one. How about the Frazee? Frazee, get you hazy. The Mikey Spence. All leads to the brittle chins. It leads to the brittle chinny chin. What else we got here in Eagles Web? I'm trying to, trying to force this into my mind of my new saying. Damn, man, I don't like that I misplaced it in my mind somewhere. Shit. Because y'all know y'all would have liked it. Now I got to be thinking. Yeah, the real phrase. Damn. Phrase, let me see. Yeah, because I was just watching some old Joe Frazier, too. I was watching some old Joe Frazier fights. I was like, shit, Joe wasn't afraid to go down or whatever he had to do, but Joe come in there throwing them punches. Yeah, he come in there throwing them punches. You see, I know it's kind of a long thing. I'll figure it out, brother. I'm sitting here thinking right now. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, but Eagle, once I got something on my mind, I got to think. I'm like, wait a minute, what is it? It's phrase, you get your hazy. He said all he can think of is brittle chin, BCD. You could have just used Khan. You could have just used Khan. Yep. We got a lot more sayings than one thing. He gonna give me one thing. That damn y'all sir. He said, I got one for you, Eagle. That's all I can think of. He said that's the BCD. Oh wow. Yeah. We got the troll smash. Yeah. Troll tame. Yeah, so we do have a lot of them. It's just right now I got the brain freeze myself. When you got the brain freeze, it's hard to think of a lot of the stuff. I was about to say the bus driver uppercut. No, that's not even mine, but that's nasty though. If y'all never heard of that one, the bus driver uppercut, just look it up. You're going to jail now. Yeah, just check that one out. So yeah, we got a lot of sayings. A lot of them just like they have to fit like the appropriate, you know, they have to fit like the appropriate time or fight or whatever. They just have to fit the appropriate time. Styles make fight, styles make no fight. You heard that first in Eagles way of boxing. So styles make fight, styles make no fight. Remember that one, because we got that one in here. I even had one that you guys don't even remember. I had one, the Bombinator, that was Wilder's right hand. Yeah, it's called that the Bombinator. That's right. We even had some derogatory shit for Tank. Like, get your tank on. Like, that means that means eat too much. So you're getting your tank on and shit. But he only missed weight once, but we know his ass was looking a little bit heavy and shit. At that 130, he was just looking a little bit, suspect and heavy, So that was one of the things that we came up with in Eagles Web is, getting your tank on. Devil's Deception, we did that one. In the desert, which I told y'all that would carry on into the future. So, and which that did. So we just got so many of them. And I think that's what we'll do on my next show. The next time we come in, I'm going to have y'all, so you get the heads up already. So when you guys come in, I'm going to see how many Eagles Way of boxing things, as far as our language in here. How many things y'all can come up with. This is crazy, man. They came by like 3 times. What are they doing, man? I don't trust them now. It's not that much trash out there where you got to come back for just your 3rd time coming back. That's our guys that come pick up our rubbish, y'all sir, that keeps coming through. But he's a little quieter than he was the first time. If that was him, it might have been somebody else. I don't know what they're doing, man. Remember they off schedule or something like that? I know we didn't just have a holiday. But we're about to go into a holiday. We got a holiday coming up this week. So I won't be here Monday. I'll be here Friday. Wednesday and Friday I'll be here. But next Monday I won't be here. Yeah. I'm going to have to email Derek. Because now he got me thinking about him. You know what I mean? Anytime you're not here, he's not here. Sir Flame. Yeah, I was thinking about Sir Flame too much that time where he got in that, I think it was a car accident or something like. Oh no, he was going to the mechanic to get his car fixed, and he was heated, and he didn't show up for a while, so I had to go check. I had to check on the brother, like, wait, hold up, man, you all right? You good? We don't need you disappearing on us over some shit, that could be, that could be fixed without, too many problems. That's the whole thing, man, is we don't want no problems. We want everybody, if you guys got to fix something, let's go get it fixed. Let's try our best not to have no problems getting it fixed like that did. And we appreciate that. Oh yeah, we got another one too there. We got the 20 plus. Thanks to Bivol, we got the 20 plus combination. Don't get the Bivol piece put on you. We got the Bivol piece. So if somebody put the Bivol piece on you, look at Bivol. And he wasn't even supposed to have, he shouldn't have a saying in here, but now he got a saying. Don't get the bevel piece put on you, because you know if you get the bevel piece put on you, that means you got like a lot of hands put on you, maybe a 20 piece plus bevel. You got the bevel piece. Sentinella. Yeah, Sentinello. I need to see you in there against. Not only need to see you against Bivol no more. You can't beat him. But if you can knock off Better Biv, that'll be a good show, man. You gotta do big things now, man. Cause even dropping back down to Triple G, yeah, you're not doing big things no more. Cause there's too many fights out there. You left too many fights on the table. You had too many close ones to where you should have fought again. You should have fought Trout again. You should have fought Laura again. You should have begged Mayweather. You should have, begged. You should have got a couple $100 million to fight Mayweather. Make sure you give Mayweather a couple hundred or whatever you had to give him. You should have fought him again, which you would have got beat up again anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. You would have got beat up. Yeah. So either way, but we needed to see you take more than this L you just took. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not hating, but I'm just putting it out there. You should have took more than the L that you took. But we'll think about it, brother. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. This thing, because for some reason they want to disturb me today. I don't know what this is, man. It's some kind of, it's almost like it's a demon or some shit. That's, because ain't no way that you need to come out and empty trash 3 times. And it's the same damn bins out there, the same dumpsters full of, you know what, man. I don't know what they up to, brother. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Wear Boxing, man, right here on the Monday, the Monday Fun Day, man. As always, nothing but blessings, baby. It don't even take that long to get that. I'm just saying, it don't even take that long to get those bins picked up. Dude, straight up full of it. Straight up full, man. I'm gonna catch y'all, man. I mean the real peace, not no kind of, nothing bad intended. All nothing but peace, man. I'm gonna catch y'all.